Hi, my name is Alexa Perry, and you're here with News 45. It's May 8th, 1902, and I will be reporting the Mount Pelee volcanic disaster. Mount Pelee erupted about 2 hours ago. There was a massive destruction to the small town of St. Pierre, Martinque, and over 29,000 casualties. Today, I'll be interviewing the only 2 survivors, Gilly and Gibby Leroy, and how they experienced the Mount Pelee eruption. But before that, here are scientists Mia Anderson and scientist Summer Light showing you what made this event happen and what you should do if you're ever in a disaster like
Good afternoon. I am Mia Anderson. This disaster was caused by the Caribbean plate and the North American plate. First, what happened was there was activity between the plates. The northern plate went under the Caribbean plate. Then that started volcanic activity. Later that afternoon, Mount Pelee erupted. The destruction was caused by the Nue Ardente, a type of pyroclastic flow that consists of hot incandescent solid particles.
Another reason Mount Pelee erupted is because of a huge storm near the island of Manitou, where Mount Pelee is located. That had a bit of impact on the volcano. It led to the plates moving around. Another reason Mount Pelee erupted is because of a huge storm near the island of Manitou, where Mount Pelee is located. That had a bit of impact on the volcano. It led to the plates moving around. What happened during the disaster of Mount Pelee?
Little activity here and there started in April. On May 2nd, there was constant storms and rocks falling. There were many rocks flying from the sky. Ash was covering birds all around. If you looked into the sea, many people said there were dead fish everywhere you looked. Most people believed that it was from an earthquake, but nobody knows for sure. 6 days after dealing through that, Mount Pelee exploded. It started going down the sides early afternoon. Later in the day, it became out of hand. People were running while ash was covering everything. About every house was burned to the ground even after the huge explosion. Ash was still coming from Pelee.
What does it look like? On the island of Martinque, what surrounds Mount Pelee?
You think Mount Pelee would be pure rock with nothing on it and a beach right at the bottom. Mount Pelee is surrounded by a huge forest. If you go a little past the beach and palm trees, you will see the forest that surrounds Mount Pelee.
Mount Pelee can be found in the Lesser Antilles. That is the mountain range where Mount Pelee is. Mount Pelee is not the only volcano in this mountain range. There are 5 other semi-active volcanoes. Where can you find the island of Martinque? Martinque is a part of the Caribbean.
Puerto Rico is a huge area near Martinque.
Yes. What are some things the government can do to help prepare for another disaster like this one? The government could make a law saying houses should be a certain amount of feet away from the volcano. That would lead to an easier escape away from Mount Pelee.
The government could also use symbols, signs, or sirens to alert a volcano is erupting or is active.
How can an individual prepare for another type of disaster like this? Better preparation of another disaster like this, you need the following supplies. Some type of easy light, food that won't go bad for a while, a lot of water that you can drink. If you have time, you are going to want some to get as far away as you can. You should also have some kind of covering for the face because the volcano lets off toxic gas. If you have the time, you should make an extra emergency kit. The kit should include things like bandages and things that can heal you if you get hurt. You should get as far away off the ground as you can. Thank you, Mia and Summer, for joining us today. We enjoyed all the background and reasoning of Mount Pelee.
Hi, I am Gilly Leroy, and I am one of the 2 who survived this tragic disaster. When I saw that Mount Pelee was erupting, I grabbed a light and a water bottle with my personal belongings. My husband had grabbed food, water, and blankets. Then I followed my husband to a tree that was on top of a mountain. We were very far from Mount Pelee at this time. We saw ash fall over St. Pierre right before our eyes. It was amazing and tragical at the same time.
Now on to Gibby.
Yeah! Hello, I'm Gibby Leroy, and I'm the other lucky person who has survived the terrible eruption of Mount Pelee. When I saw that Mount Pelee was starting to erupt, I immediately grabbed a water bottle, food, and my wife grabbed our personal belongings, like always. We started to walk as far away from the volcano as we could. We found this mountain area that was really high off the ground, and we stopped there watching Pelee erupt. I then saw a tree that was on top of the hill, so we climbed it to get more off the ground. I took another look at Mount Pelee, and it was shooting out lava and ashes.
As you can see, this is a very tragic disaster for everyone. How did you two survive after the disaster?
A week later, we were running out of food and tired. And we looked at the ocean and saw 3 huge ships coming our way. We got off the mountain as quick as we could and waved toward the boats.
The boats were from Guadalupe, a nearby island. We hopped on and headed to Guadalupe. Once we got there, we had a lot of explaining to do.
Thank you for all coming today. We enjoyed hearing your side of the story. Thank you for everyone for listening to News 45. We are out.